Well, look at what we have here. Dead by Daylight Reviews? Nah, couldn't be. Alright, let's hop on into this. A cool Victorian themed killer idea, the Puppeteer. Have I looked at this? No, I have not. Why does this say Jack the Ripper costume design if it's the Puppeteer? I don't understand. Mm. Also, where the hell? I guess it's an idea that isn't an actual creation. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Something about Amanda. I read the first little sentence there. LOL was all I could say. Phrasing. RuneScape chapter idea. Mm-hmm. Five Nights at Freddy's killer concept. Who would have thought it's fucking Springtrap again? Like, come on, man. Also, some guy already took the Springtrap concept and made it into an actual mod that you can play, or has showcased a mod for Dead by Daylight. He made his own Springtrap, he made a map, he made everything associated with that shit. He even added Michael Afton as the security guard, which you can play as. Look that shit up on YouTube. Quit putting down Springtrap fucking ideas and shit, motherfuckers. Stop it. Stop doing it. It already's been made into a thing. Go off his example, comment on his video, etc., etc. Or post a link in the forum to that video and then comment on that link, as opposed to posting Springtrap things once a week. Sometimes twice to three times a week. I'm tired of seeing Springtrap. I'm tired of it. You're driving me crazy. And all the powers that you guys make for that shit is absolute dog shit. Stop. Get some help. And the thing that gets me is everybody that does post something about Springtrap literally has like 4 posts on the forum. So they have no idea how to make an actual creation. And they end up fucking it up. Or copying, pasting other people or other killers' perks. And then posting them into a Springtrap thing and saying, yep, this is my concept. Like, it's not. It's not designed by you. You put the shit together, but you didn't design this. Soul in Distress. Awa? Let's just call them the Soulless. There you go. The Soulless is a trap-based killer who uses her bad luck and soul fragments to torment the survivors and prevent them from completing objectives. That's not a very good overview. But I guess I should be surprised that you listed anything at all, honestly. But that's not a very good overview. Trap base killer. Cool. Then you immediately say bad luck and soul fragments to torment survivors and or prevent them from completing objectives. Yet you never go over the basic overview of what a killer is or does. Again, click on. Actually, open up Dead by Daylight and look at the killer's information and all of that, and look at the actual overviews. Take a note from the game, and you'll see how obscure this is and how short this is. An overview should be specifically your killer's strengths and weaknesses, and I mean, you already said it's a trap based killer, so that much, stating, how you should play your killer and things like that can be summed up with that trap based killer. But the rest of the information that's imperative is just lacking. And I really do need to just make a goddamn spreadsheet that I can just flip back to or pop up on screen of all the information I've compiled and just to go through the checklist as I'm going over a particular review. Because I'm like, man, it's the same mistakes every time. And these simple mistakes can be mitigated or at least minimized by looking at the base game and how their things are designed. Then you take that template that they give you and then you add on to that template to further increase your creation. But instead, people just put whatever the hell they want to put down and then they send it and hope that it, receives, attention. Why not take the time to design? I mean, you stopped and taken the time to write all this out and think about whatever it is you need to think of. Why not take the time to create and make everything look, professional, look good, look worthwhile? But either way, power, soul fragments. Soul fragment allows the soulless to leave soul fragment which the survivors could step in. Stepping on a soul fragment will cause the hello couldn't join in the recent days because I was sleeping at that time. Ah, nah, you're fine, Galanonim. The only thing I've been doing is Rocket League and essentially cleaning up a lot of bad reviews. Back to back to back to back. There hasn't really been anything that's been worthwhile to mention, so I've just been hopping on at random times and just covering it just to cover it, basically. Just kind of using it as filler. If there was anything worthwhile, I would definitely wait until it's about like, 12 to 2 p.m. like usual, so everybody can jump in and comment. But things that aren't really worthwhile, I just send that out whenever I can. Then in mine, I did get woke up early. Mail lady knocked on the door and she's like, I can't lift this package. Can you get it for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I've been up since. Stepping on a soul fragment will cause the survivor to scream and have their ore revealed for 10 seconds. Again, why do people always scream and then ore reveal for a large amount of time? You should go off of like the trapper's traps. When somebody gets caught in the trap, they get that notification that lasts for a couple of seconds. And depending on what kind of traps and everything that you're adding, there is possible war reading and things like that, but it's not really necessary. All about their use, had more family stuff than I expected, but I mostly finished. I just have to make a backstory. Ah, nah, take your time. I've been very lax with the Dead by Daylight reviews and all of that. Take your time. I've been looking for a review that's worthwhile. Because generally, Critty would have posted something that's decent, and then I could just do yours and his together and make that into one thing. But Critty, oh boy, ain't posted in a while, so been trying to find some content that's worthwhile to stack up with yours, and as of now, I have not. So I do check this form occasionally, but it's just not there. But I mean, Dead by Daylight or Behavior has just released new updates and things like that, so nobody's really gonna want to post anything for quite some time until they get bored of the new changes and all of that. Then people will start posting again. But I do look forward to it. And have the Jinx status effect. The Jinx status effect increases the chances of a skill check appearing, and this skill check will always be a difficult skill check. I don't know why everybody just uses the word difficult skill check. Difficult skill checks are by far one of the easiest skill checks that you can actually get. I think people are looking at like the considerably difficult or tremendously difficult skill checks, and they're thinking that they're the difficult skill checks. A difficult skill check is the equivalence of a regular skill check bar without the great, uh, without the little great portion at the beginning. So it's basically just the regular part of that skill check. I mean, if that's how you want to design it, by all means, do that. But I mean, you're basically just giving them a regular skill check with no great zone when you say difficult. Anyway, and the survivor will not be able to escape through the exit gates. To remove the Jinx status effect, you need to find one of the regular statues that are scattered all throughout the map and pray at the statue. Difficult skill check somehow motivates you because you have to land a great zone. Yeah, it's like the great zone, but it's about like double that. It's a little bit farther than just the regular great zone. Like double to almost 3 times the size. It's actually fairly big for difficult. But I mean, I guess if somebody's new to the game, it makes sense because it can throw people off. But I mean, if you ain't new to the game, then it's not really any bother. So, as a bit of comparison, um, survivors have so many perks. Oh my lord. Overcharge for the doctor. The zone that Overcharge for the Doctor has is the same amount of a difficult skill check. I wish there was a little video there, but everybody's played the game that watches these. Um, there you go. That works. For those of you that don't know, this is the zone of a difficult skill check. Anybody that's played the game for a large amount of time, it's not that terrible. It's the white zone, by the way. This little white portion right here. Those that don't play the game or anything like that, or haven't put a lot of time into the game, that can trip you up and can cause problems. But once you get, acclimated to the game, you should be able to hit those without any problem. Now, if you're playing in a high latency lobby or something like that, or the killer just doesn't have a good connection, then pray, because you're probably going to miss every single one of those, but that's not due to your actual skill missing those. And then here's the one with unnerving presence, and that. Very, very small. Which is kind of what I was talking about. You got your regular difficult skill check, which I mean ain't that difficult to hit. And then you have your considerably more difficult skill checks, which are like really, really tiny. It's about half of that. So there's kind of the comparison of what I'm talking about. Like the regular default difficult skill check, I mean, it's about almost the size of my mouse, a little bit shorter. It's not too bad. It's about half, not a third. I did underestimate that a little bit. And then the difficult or tremendously difficult skill check is like half to a third of my mouse. So this is what I think. Well, this is at least what I picture when people think about difficult skill checks is this. And that's what they're going for as opposed to that. But I mean, I've been playing the game forever. Like I said, a new person would probably have problems hitting that particular skill check up there. But this one down here can be a doozy to hit. Like if you ain't got perfect latency, you are definitely going to be screwed on the end game when it comes to hitting those. And I know people have played the game a long amount of time, or large amount of time, and still can't hit those consistently. Especially when it comes to Sadako. Because Sadako stuff, since I haven't played since, or played really since her come out, her whatever a Fury that gives you the non-stop skill checks, generally catch me off guard. So, stepping in this, so it's not exactly like a trapper's trap. It's like this soul fragment is like Freddy's dream snares. You step in it, you scream, it gives you the aura reveal, and then you get the Jinx status effect, which gives you difficult skill checks. And prevents you from escaping exit gates, which I mean, mm, I don't know how I feel about that. Because I mean, the play would obviously be to place these traps on both exit gates, because whoever opens the exit gate can't escape. If you place that trap there and then use no way out, and then immediately open up the exit gate as soon as the in-game collapse starts, and use perks like no ad just in case somebody does make it to the other exit gate or something like that. You can literally force survivors to run out of in-game collapse time before they can manage to escape. So that particular thing is going to be an issue, making them not able to escape as long as they have this effect. Plus, it's way too powerful, and you don't even go into any type of detail about how long it takes to cleanse this. How many of these, regular statues that are scattered around the map, you know? Pray time, how many of them, where they're scattered to, if there's any way to avoid the traps, like crouching over them. Do you have to crouch over it, go to the exit gate, then crouch out of it, and then walk out, or then run out of the exit gate? Like, is there any way to avoid these, or are they just there? There's a lot of detail about the power that's missing, and there's a lot of exploits that you can use and with this particular power to essentially prevent survivors from doing anything. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice themselves for everybody else to escape, is where this is coming down to. Special ability Soul Taker. After jinxing a survivor for a total of 5 times, you will be able to take their soul after downing them. Taking a survivor's soul will have the following effects. The survivor will not be able to perform any actions. If the survivor can't perform any actions, this might as well be a mini-mori. Because that means they can't open exit gates, they can't work on gens, they can't cleanse totems, they can't do anything that requires the interaction button. Essentially. So I mean, once your soul is taken, you're basically done. The only thing you can do is hide in a corner till an exit gate opens. And then hope that you can get out of that exit gate before that survivor hits you. And then the survivor will not be able to control their movements for 60 seconds. What does that mean? Do they just stand there? Are controls reversed? What does that mean? I don't understand. If the survivor didn't retrieve their soul back, they will be able to perform any actions, but the killer will have the ability to kill them. What do you mean if the survivor didn't retrieve their soul back? What does that mean? Plus, they're standing there or unable to control their movements for 60 seconds. So how do you expect somebody to go and reclaim their soul when they don't have 60 seconds worth of control? It's like you have to reclaim your soul, but you can't do it because you have a 60-second bind on your movements. Literal catch 22. This is not a very good design. There are 2 ways you could retrieve your soul back. The first one is to pray at a bloody statue. Now they're bloody statues. They were regular statues, and now there's bloody statues. Where do these bloody statues come from now? How do you make a bloody statue? Though the soulless will be able to teleport to any bloody statue that a survivor had prayed at. Oh my. The second way to retrieve your soul back is by being inside the soulless tear radius for 40 seconds. Why not add in something simple like a pallet stun or something like that as well to make it simple? What is the timer that you have to get your soul back? That's also what I want to know. What's the timer? It has to be significantly large because you can't move for 60 seconds. So you're looking at bare minimum like a 3-minute timer in order to retrieve your soul back. One of the minutes you're going also the timer has to stop when you're hooked too. Because if you hit that last trap while you're obviously in chase, you're gonna be standing there. That gives that killer 60 seconds to walk over to you, down you, and then throw you on a hook. Once you're on the hook, if the timer still goes, then that killer, all he has to do is just camp you for a couple of seconds and then move on to the next survivor. And I mean, you're basically Moriable. So, I mean, like, this whole thing is kind of a redundancy that goes over itself multiple times. You step on 5 traps, you down somebody, you take their soul. They can't move for 60 seconds. And if they don't retrieve their soul, you get the ability to Mori them. It's like, no, no. Then you bring in Bloody Statue, whatever that is, and you don't even explain how to get a Bloody Statue. Because you state specifically regular statue here. And then you say Bloody Statue here. That's two different things. That I don't know, Chief. Being inside the Solus's tear radius for 40 seconds. There's nothing here that says what his tear radius is. Do you got to stay within 32 meters? Do you got to stay within 28 meters, 24 meters, 1 meter? You know? Also, you based it off tear radius, which is a bad thing to do. You don't want to base something that a survivor has to be inside of when you can have the ability to use perks to get rid of your tear radius. So 60 seconds of non-moving, and then if somebody uses like a pyramid head perk, or worst case scenario, they take the soul from 2 people and then they just stand there with Insidious, and erase their tear radius. If the tear radius goes bye-bye, poof, then what are you going to do? There's no way to get your soul back. So you knock somebody down, you take their soul, and then you use Insidious, and you stand there and you look at them until until they're Moriable. Then you walk up and you Mori them. Or you go kick a Jinn and use Pyramid Head's undetectable status effect on that particular Jinn. Things like that. You can even use the Huntress's thing as long as you get the Bloodlust 1. You will go undetectable for as long as you have that. So you can literally just continue to chase that person and stay on their butts, keeping your bloodlust the entire time. When they become Moriable, bam, you knock them down, you Mori them. So, like, I don't understand what you're trying to do here while keeping this fair for everybody involved. I assume these are perks. Awareness, each time your aura is revealed to a survivor. That survivor's aura is revealed for 5 seconds. The only thing that's good for is kindred or keys. Because I mean, it's literally the whatever that survivor perk's called. Whenever the killer sees your aura or whatever, you see their aura. I mean, this is kind of a pseudo object of obsession too, if you can keep continuing the trigger. Not the same, but it's close. So, I mean, awareness really isn't that good. And it also doesn't work well for your killer. Your killer at no point in time exposes their aura to the survivors. So you're relying on using this particular perk, you're relying on a survivor to have kindred, a key, or object of obsession, or something along those lines, and can see your aura. Do you know how rare it is for somebody to run any of those items? So awareness is definitely a no, because it doesn't even help your killer. Alert. What a battle alert? Did something happen? Oh, is that the name of the perk? Gotcha. Thingman perk. Gotcha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there you go. This is the same as the Thingman perk. It would also pretty much counter it. Yes, sir. So there you go. But again, awareness is only good if you somehow find survivors that are running those particular perks. I mean, Kindred and all of that, you might be able to find that on somebody who's new to the game. Like very, very new to the game, just bought the game, and are running Kindred. However, you're not going to find any type of awareness once you actually get into the thick of the thin. So Ash Shrink, in the beginning around there, you might find it, but past Ash, good luck. Good luck. And we have Hex Soul Essence. Excuse me, Google Chrome. The last 4 survivors you hit with a basic attack become cursed with this hex. While cursed with Hex Soul Essence, the unhooking speed is increased by 3 seconds. Though this effect is applied while the survivor is not inside your tear radius, your movement speed will be increased by 0.2 as well. So you took something that was fair, and then you just buffed it and went overboard with it. You realize that you get this as soon as you hit a survivor. It's not on hook or anything like that to where you need to get it down. It's on hit. Imagine this buff Legion getting 0.2, or if the proper add-on is ran, 0.3 per chain. And getting all 4 survivors at the beginning of the match because of add-ons. Or even getting a couple. Legion's going to get 0.4 added onto his speed per survivor hit. That is ridiculous. And any other killer, every unique survivor that you hit, you're going to get a permanent 0.2 speed boost per hit. I mean, people that are bad at nurse are going to love you because anybody that they manage to blink to and hit, they've just increased their speed by 0.2. So you can, once you hit all 4 survivors, you'll be a little bit over the nurse's speed because the nurse moves at like what, like 3.8 or something like that. So the first survivor you hit, you'll now be moving the same amount of speed as a survivor. Next survivor you hit, you'll be moving at 4.2. You hit a third unique survivor, you're up to 4.4. You hit all 4 survivors, you're a 4.6 meters per second nurse. Crazy. Any killer that's fast moves faster. Like imagine a Scratch Me or Michael Myers getting even more speed because you can run like Fire Up to get speed when they complete generators. You can run Save the Best for Last, then you can run this perk. And you can be a super zooming Michael Myers with Scratch Mirror, just bopping people. And there's a whole bunch of other killers that would benefit from this speed boost. Imagine an actual non-basement camp in Bubba just zooming around the map, just taking people out. Because the chords and all of that makes Bubba go faster while he's chainsawing would stack with this and all the other speed perks. He would just be zooming, knocking people over. You wouldn't even have to hook. He would literally just go chainsaw downing. It's insane. There's no need to increase any type of movement speed. You broke your own perk as soon as you did that. Now, increasing the amount of unhooking time by 3 seconds, as long as the survivor's not inside the tear radius, is good. Because the first thing that came to my mind is, well, if you're a camping or tunneling killer, it's going to be an issue. However, making the unhooking speed be increased by 3 seconds when your killer's not in tear radius is pointless, because you're only going to get the notification after that survivor's gotten unhooked. So even if it takes longer, you ain't helping anything. So what you should do is, instead of increasing speed, you should give the killer a notification when a survivor is within X meters of the hook, so the killer knows, hey, he's starting to get the unhook, I need to start heading back in that direction. That at least gives it a little bit of power to help camping and tunneling killers. But it also makes it fair to where they have to be outside of, I wouldn't use tear radius, by the way. I would give it X amount of meters of the killer, not tear radius. Because, I mean, Insidious is a bitch. Ghostface could literally just be camping behind a wall, and he can sit there and he can mark somebody by the time they get the unhook to get a guaranteed down. Ghostface is very disgusting when it comes to something like this. Bubba with Insidious, very disgusting when it comes to something like this. You can literally just walk out and just dome that survivor and be done with it. So definitely use not the terror radius, but the distance from the killer, like Devour Hope and things like that, or it's going to be open for exploits. Jinxed, you should not name something after a status effect that you're planning on incorporating. You become obsessed with one survivor. At the start of the trial, the obsession will become exposed for 50 seconds. Son, you are literally going to have people rage quit at the beginning of a match that they waited all that time to get into. All you gotta do is run Jinxed and Lethal Pursuer. You have a minute, essentially, to find them. If you run Lethal Pursuer, all you gotta do is just see the areas where all the survivors are in, and then check and find the obsession. Once you find the obsession, you literally walk over to them, bonk them on their head, and then throw them immediately up on the hook. You are going to have so many rage quits. At least it's not a Mori type thing. But you're going to have so many rage quits. Now keep in mind, this only is good for the first 50 seconds of the trial. So if you don't use this to specifically go after the obsession at the beginning of the match, you're wasting your time. But I mean, if you do find the obsession at the beginning of the trial and you down them fairly quickly, you literally can just stand there and camp them out. It's at the beginning of the game, and then they'll get about what? Maybe 3 gens done. Unless they're actually gen rushing you, they'll probably get 3 gens done max. Generally, it'll be 2 gens because you'll have somebody on the hook, and then the other survivor will try to save them, and 2 people will be working on a gen. But if you can camp a survivor out and only have about 2 gens done, or 2 1/4 or 2 1/2 done, that's 3 survivors that you have to deal with. Again, if you run this on Bubba or something that has the 1 hit downs, you can get a lot of pressure off of that. The only reason I say Bubba, because he already has one hit down capabilities, is this allows Bubba to set up faster and he doesn't have to worry about specifically revving up his chainsaw, chasing somebody, them hopping over a window or something, and going into tantrum. He can literally just walk over, mouse one that person with a lunge attack, pick them up, hook them, and then go on his way. Or camp or do whatever he wants to do, particularly in that case. Also, the reason I say Bubba is because generally Bubbas are known for camping, so he would get one of the highest things. I mean, you could literally sit in the corner with Insidious or something like that, wait for a survivor to go for an unhook, and then clap them cheeks. Because survivors, I've come to realize, don't really look around the area when they're going for an unhook. They just run looking directly at the person on the hook, and then they run, pick that person off the hook, and then they immediately start healing, or they notice, oh, the killer's here, and then they try to run away. Ghostface is extremely exceptional at this because you can just walk up behind a survivor and then just pick them up as they're getting unhooks. Which is also another thing that I've noticed in high level play when it comes to survivors unhooking. They always tend to just slap the survivor going for the unhook and then chasing them and downing them instead of just picking them up off the hook and then going to hook them at another hook. Maybe it's a courtesy type thing, but I have noticed a lot they just walk up and slap and they don't really pick up or grab, I should say. I don't know. Jinxed is good if you're going for a particular, get a survivor out of the match as quick as possible build. If not, it's pointless. So it's kind of an all or nothing thing. If they know that you're running Jinxed and the obsession gets, exposed randomly at the start, you best believe that obsession's gonna drop every goddamn pallet that they run against because they know that your strategy's gonna rely on it. Because they're probably gonna be running Lethal Pursuer and they're gonna be running this perk. So if the obsession outlasts you for those 50 seconds, you're two perks down. The only perks that can really make you come back from that would be something like Devour Hope or NOAD. And if you're running a killer that has to use like Insidious or something like that, you're not going to be able to run one of those. So Devour is probably going to be out of that equation, and you're just going to be running Insidious and NOAD at the end of the day. Again, this perk's not good by itself. It needs to be supplemented, but supplementing it takes out half the perks that you can use. So, unless you have the skill base to pull off this particular perk, it's not good. And it probably won't ever be used except for in meme builds when creators want content. This does not help your killer at all. None of these help your killer at all. Again, when you're designing perks, the perks should help your killer and work with his power and everything to supplement him and make him work better. But this isn't properly designed. The power isn't properly designed all the way. The special ability isn't properly designed all the way. And the perks aren't properly designed all the way. Which makes you just kind of shake your head. Uh, Survivor perks. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So, a pacifist monk. Interesting. Well, a pacifist monk would probably have something along the lines of you can't throw pellets, but you get a effect. Well, let's see. Meditation. After hiding in a locker outside of the killer's tear radius for 3 seconds, the generator with the most progress will be revealed to you for 3 seconds. What? Why? Why would you ever want to know the generator with the most progress? The generator with the most progress is generally the generator that's being worked on currently. So why would you ever want to know what generator is being worked on or has the most progress? Only time this is really good is when it comes down to like the final gen in a match, or more importantly, a 3-gen situation. Which in that case, you should just hop on whatever gen you can get to and just keep pressuring the killer. I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, if the killer's keeping survivors off of this particular generator, you're not going to be able to work on that gen even if you know what the gen is or where the gen is. So, I mean, if you're going to do something like this, at least give it at least, like a small passive or something that makes it a worthwhile use. Because that's not good. And the cooldown should be like 20 seconds. Because you're already spending time getting in the locker, sitting in the locker, and getting out of the locker. So that's about 5 seconds worth of time you've already wasted. So you can take the 5 seconds off the end of this and make this about 20 seconds. That being its max amount of time that it goes up to, or the minimum amount of time. You know what I'm saying? This number, this one right here, should be 20 seconds. Because I mean, you should be able to use that power readily whenever you want to, essentially, because it's not going to matter. It doesn't change the game any. Selfless Devotion. Um, Selfless Devotion, by definition. Actually, I'm not even going to correct it. I'm not even going to correct it. It's going to be a funny joke for people that know what selfless devotion is. It's not what this is. Monks do not have selfless devotion. That's on terms with narcissism and things like that. But anyway, after opening the exit gate, you gain the endurance status effect for 14 seconds. Your healing and unhooking speeds increase by 45%. So you have to be the one to open the exit gate. After you open the exit gate, you get the endurance status effect for around about the time you get the borrowed time endurance status effect. Healing and unhooking speeds are increased by 45%. So this is literally for somebody who's on a hook that's by an exit gate. You open up the exit gate. You then turn around, run to them, unhook them, and then you guys essentially body block and all of that for each other to get out of the trial at the end of the game. The only thing that I'm not understanding is why not just run borrowed time? Borrowed time makes it to where if you do that altruistic action for that person, they can get a shield. The whole point of borrowed time is it leaves it up to chance. If that particular survivor's feeling, altruistic as well and takes that initial hit from you, you can get away. If you take a hit and that person panics and runs off, you're going down. So the whole point of borrowed time is kind of to be like a anti-tunneling part per se, to keep the killer from going after that person multiple times. Selfless Devotion is a very selfish perk. This is a perk made for you to be able to go and unhook somebody after opening an exit gate. But by base, Dead by Daylight play, after you open the exit gates, you should be heading out of the match. You know what I'm saying? Like when the exit gates are open, it's time to leave. Nobody should really be opening exit gates and all of that until, everybody is safe and, about to leave, and or if the killer's pressuring you, you open the exit gate. Because if not, you're inviting things like Blood Warden and other perks to, come active and get you on the way out. So, I mean, I understand the purpose of this, but you're going about this the wrong way. Instead of letting that person be altruistic and take the hit, you're literally trying to give yourself the borrowed time effect while you're unhooking a survivor. Which, I mean, if you want to do that, fine, but you shouldn't tie that to opening an exit gate. And you shouldn't give yourself 14 seconds worth of the endurance status effect, as well as increasing healing and unhooking speeds by 45%. That's just ridiculously overpowered. You have an amalgamation of perks running an inverse and combined together into this one perk. The whole point of being altruistic is having that self-sacrifice. You understand that going back for that survivor, you can die too. You're not being altruistic if you're going back after that survivor, knowing that you're going to be safe even if things failed. That's not being altruistic. But anyway, solicitous? While outside of the killer's tear radius, any survivor who's being chased by the killer have their aura revealed for 30 seconds. Your aura will be revealed to the killer should the survivor encounter you. Or, like I always say, why not just run empathy? Empathy shows the survivor, any survivor that's been injured, for like 128 meters. It's a huge, huge radius. You look at that injured survivor as they're being chased by the killer, you can tell exactly where the killer's going because they're going to be running around and all of that with the killer on their heels. You don't need to see the killers, and you definitely don't want the killer to see you. Also, should the survivor encounter you, what does that mean? Do they have to run into you? Do they have to see you? What does that mean? Encounter you. They're within an X amount of radius to you. What does that mean? You need to explain this. I mean, this is a short post, not really a lot of detail, not really a lot of anything in it. So, I mean, we come to understand that in short posts like that, they're generally not the greatest. So, I mean, it's about as good as I expect it to be. Needs a lot of work. It's not bad, but it needs a lot of work and a lot more thought into it, or put into it. What did you do to Bigfoot? He looks like a wraith, like an actual stereotypical wraith. Um, okay. At least you put something there. This picture don't have any sources on it though. Don't make me get Mandy on that butt. You come clap it. Demon foot. That's funny. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Demon foot. A lot of lore, a lot of descriptions. Uh, Actual demon foot? What is this? What is this? Gonna have to wake up early, so I'm gonna go. I'm glad I was finally able to catch your stream. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. But oh my, hopefully you don't have nightmares after sleeping. That's an image to have in your mind. Oh no, Google Images, poor. Fun now. I'll be looking for your post in the community or in the creation forum. When you do, I will set aside some time and I'll get on early one day and I'll actually go over your review and all of that for your concept. Until then, I wouldn't worry about catching any of these like later on creation reviews that I'm doing. They're not very good. They really aren't. If it's worthwhile, I generally wake up earlier so I can do them. Bigfoot, by nature, is very passive and stealthy most of the time. What do you mean? My dude has like size 16 feet. Everywhere he goes, he stomps along, leaving footprints everywhere. He's also lured to be nocturnal. So, I mean, running around at nighttime and leaving tracks in the daytime, that's not necessarily stealth. Just nobody's awake. Hey, who said mine will be good, but at least they'll be a little bit detailed anyway. See ya. See ya, Galanonim. I waved like you can actually see my hand. That's funny. Bigfoot uses the Siwash noodle as a weapon. Is this a sex joke? I don't even want to think about it. Siwash noodle. Throw rock, active ability. Uh huh. Spider crawl. Uh huh. Curse of Swash. First survivor Bigfoot comes in contact to and hits is cursed. Uh huh. A strange tool resembling a snake. Yep. Yep. I think I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. Let's not go any farther down that rabbit hole. Snake-like instrument used by a female Bigfoot. Alright, bruh. I'm out. I'm done. Nope, I don't need any more description past that. Every killer adapted into Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. How the hell do you give the Trapper 14 charisma? You realize that the Trapper is basically a Jason Voorhees, but not. So he has a, well, I mean, you've seen. The Trapper has a very horribly mutated and mangled face. His dress and all of that isn't by any means supposed to charm people. It's supposed to terrify people. Then on the opposite side of that, why does he have low wisdom? The trapper's lore, I mean, he has his own mansion, he has his own everything. He's a trapper. He traps animals, things like that. So he has to have the wisdom to hunt, where to put the traps, how to set the traps up, etc., etc. How the hell is his charisma higher than his wisdom? Intellect's at 12. Again, how the hell is his intellect and wisdom lower than his charisma? Constitution, very good. I could understand that. He's a big, bulky dude. He ain't gonna go down very quickly. Dex, he should definitely have a decent amount of dex. I mean, he's a big boy. He runs around doing all of that. Strength, I mean, obviously, he's supposed to be Jason Voorhees. Wraith. Interesting. Wraith is very lanky and very skinny, by the way. So having a strength and dex of both 16 is kind of interesting. Constitution being 16 is very interesting too, because, well, I guess he carries around that heavy ass bell. I could see it being around about 16 strength. I can probably agree with that. Dex, hell no. He's a wraith, dude. Constitution, hell no. Again, he's a wraith. Wraiths are almost like ghosts and shit like that. So no, you're not gonna have a high constitution off of a wraith. Charisma, low as hell. Makes sense. Wisdom and intelligence. Sure, let's go with that. Sure. Why not? Hillbilly. The hillbilly don't look any better than the trapper, and you gave him 6 charisma. Like, what the hell? That's prejudice against hillbillies. Wisdom, intelligence, yeah, yeah. Constitution, yeah. Dex, strength. This ain't a bad spread, honestly. It's not bad. You gotta keep in mind that the hillbilly, though, has a lame leg. He hobbles as he's moving. So his constitution isn't gonna be too terribly high. I mean, yes, he's a big ass bulky guy and all of that, but his leg is lame. So he's going to have some sort of negatives and all of that, even though he can sprint. Nurse, charisma, 10. Why you give the nurse only 10 charisma? I mean, you really can't even see her face. So that's kind of interesting. Wisdom, intelligence, I mean, she was a nurse, obviously. Constitution, she's a fucking spirit, dude. She literally teleports and shit. I mean, what more can you say? Dexterity, she literally was a nurse. She should have high dexterity, and she should have low strength. Nurse is not something that has a huge amount of strength. Just because she can pick up a survivor and all of that, you gotta keep in mind that she's a spirit. Spirits have a lot of either wisdom or intelligence to use their spiritual powers to assist them. They're not using raw strength to pick survivors up and things like that. Dex should definitely be higher. Michael Myers. Really? Michael's not a bad looking guy. Have you not watched the movies? He's not like a terrible looking guy. It's just the fact that he's kind of disassociated. So his charisma should be a lot higher, unless you're going off of the final movie, which means that he's possibly dead, or at least burned. But in this case, he wouldn't be here. So if we're going off the one, well, it said from Dead by Daylight, so he was implemented way before the final movie. So his charisma should be a lot higher. Wisdom wise, I mean, Michael has the wisdom of somebody who's, what was it, in middle school that he started killing? No, it was his kid. When he was a kid is when he killed Judith. And then all of the bullshit happened and all of that, and he got locked up for the first time. So he still has very, very like kid like things that he does, habits, things that he does. I can't think of the word. Is why his intellect or intelligence is at 10. Michael doesn't use any type of magic. He is literally just a strong boy with high constitution that walks around killing shit with a knife. He has no power associated with him or anything that relies on wisdom. Charisma should be higher, wisdom should be lower, intellect should be lower. Constitution should be high as fuck because that motherfucker's been shot how many fucking times? Dexterity should be high because he literally kills people with whatever the fuck he has in his hand. And strength, obviously, because he can pick motherfuckers up with one hand and fucking launch them. Hag. Hag does not have a lot of strength. You gotta keep in mind you're comparing all of these stats with each other. You're saying that the nurse and the hag has the same amount of strength, basically, as Michael Myers. And you're saying the hag and the nurse has the same amount of strength as the wraith. Interesting. I mean, hag is hag. She's literally puts hexes and shit on people. But she does. But the hag, it was still a human. She's just a buffed up human female that has additional power added to her. Doctor, I don't know why you said his charisma to 10. I mean, the doctor has a whole bunch of different things. The only thing he has on is a mask that makes him basically permanently smile. And then he has his eyes held open. So I don't know about charisma 10. You're saying anybody that has over 10 charisma looks better than the doctor. I don't know about that. Wisdom, I mean, he uses static discharge and all of that other shit. So, yeah, he should have a higher wisdom. Intellect, he was a fucking doctor, of course. Constitution, he was a fucking doctor and he's fucking tall, lanky as fuck, of course. Dex, again, he's a doctor. Strength, he's in shape, fucking doctor. Big ass fucking lanky boy. He should be fairly strong. And I mean, you can tell by how he's strong, by how he picks up survivors and how he drops survivors and things like that. It's like when Nemesis does the shit. You can tell Nemesis is a strong boy by the way he picks up shit and drops shit and breaks pallets and everything else. The animations are clearly different between everything. Huntress. What the fuck? What do you mean? 8 charisma. She's literally one of the only people that still have, you know, everything about her, everything about her intact. She definitely has a high amount of charm. She is an in shape fucking hunter. Very good muscle mass, very good everything. I mean, she looks great. I ain't saying I would smash it or anything, but she's way higher than that. You gave her 8 charisma, is less than the doctor, roundabout where the hag is, same as Michael Myers. The nurse, apparently, you think is hotter than the huntress. That's interesting. You also think that the wraith is hotter than the huntress, and the trapper is hotter than the huntress. Like, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? Like, you think that that right there is hotter than that. And she doesn't have like a mangled, like super fucked up face or anything like that. That's weird. What's your. You gave the pig 10 charisma. What? The huntress wears a bunny mask. The pig wears a fucking dead pig head. I can see how she could have less charisma, but she's not gonna have as low as charisma as, let's say, the other fucked up mangled killers in Dead by Daylight. The pig hat comes off. This is Dungeon and Dragons. Dungeon and Dragons, you have more things that you can do. You can literally say, oh, me as the pig want to take my damn pig head off. Roll a dexterity check. Oh, you pass the dexterity check. Pig takes off mask and stores an inventory. Like things like that come off. You gave the clown 16 charisma. You realize that this clown wasn't your, happy go lucky clown. He was the scumbag scamming piece of shit guy. Like, read his bio. He was not one of those happy go lucky clowns. You might want to. No, I don't. No. You gave Legion an 18. What did you give the Trickster? I gotta know. He gave Ghostface an 18. The Demogorgon's a good boy, though. What did he give the Trickster? I gotta know. There's literally nothing wrong with this face. 24. I was like, there's actually like really nothing wrong with the Trickster's face. He's just kind of evil. You would have gave him a low score. I'd have been like, compared to this, how dare you? I don't agree that they're accurate, but at least you tried. I'm not reading the description either at the top. New perk, last stand, showdown. Good God. So, let me just help you out in this. When you're designing something, that when it's down to the killer, you want to make sure all of that stuff right there, you want to separate this beginning statement. And this is the kind of thing you want to either italicize or do whatever like that. When you're going over the particular perk and what it does, you want to leave that in regular text. Then you want to separate all the extra stuff and space it down and make it different in the bottom to explain everything else that goes along with the perk. You don't want this big ass blocky paragraph. It looks like crap. You literally used the DBD perk maker and you still didn't take full advantage of the perk maker. It don't matter what you put around it or what you look like. If it looks like crap and it's big and blocky like this, nobody's gonna really see any type of value from it. I mean, it's the 17th, so it's only been out for a couple of days. You've got comments, but nobody's really voted it up or anything like that as well. But without further ado, let's hop on in this. When within 32 meters of the killer, most killers' tear radius, stay still and stare within the killer's direction for 4 seconds to empower yourself by standing your ground. And reveal the hatch to both yourself and the killer, effectively making this a race against the fog. You may only empower yourself while healthy as a way of showing your survivor prowess. When you are hit while empowered effect is active, be treated like an object in the environment and have the attack bounce off of you. You do not gain a speed boost, and the killer only suffers a missed attack cooldown. Once hit, you will no longer be able to gain empowered for the rest of the trial. Along with the activation, you will be afflicted with the exposed status effect until you fallen. That is the absolute dumbest perk idea I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Not only is this survivor sided to a huge hell of a fucking extent, all the survivors are going to be able to literally just escape the trial at the beginning of the match. So you're not just adding in a perk, you're adding in basically a new game mechanic. At the start of the trial, everybody's just going to be standing there looking and waiting for the hatcher's ore to pop up. So the killer will probably go to the middle of the map or somewhere where he knows the hatch will probably spawn and look around, waiting on your perk to activate. Once your perk activates, then you'll go and close the hatch. The in-game collapse will start, and that's going to be the end of the match. It's fucking stupid. Everybody would run that shit just to essentially boost themselves up in rank. Well, no, because you can't. Because you'll never have enough points. So actually, if I was the damn killer, I would literally force this perk to activate on anybody that's wearing that or running that character after I get enough points, or even if I don't. And I would be like, hey, survivors, jump in that fucking hatch, because guess what? If you do jump in that hatch that's open, you're losing points. So essentially, this is a perk to make you rank down. Because if everybody immediately jumps in this hatch that spawns up, then everybody's going to get ranked down because they don't have enough points to do anything. Keep in mind, this says when within 32 meters of the killer, stay still and stare in the killer's direction for 4 seconds. You can easily get this done by using whatever, what is it, dark sense or whatever, that toggle or dings whenever the killer's within your sight of a cone. Or you can just run empathy and just go within 32 meters and then literally stop and look at the guy who's running around with empathy. You'll eventually get the 4-second activation. The killer's going to be busy chasing that survivor. The other survivor's going to be too busy running. So the killer's not going to notice that the hatch is spawned, and if you do jump in that particular hatch, you're a fucking idiot because you're going to derank immediately. So, this perk is useless. Now, I understand that this is supposed to be I had to reread it again because I was like, man. I understand that this is supposed to be an end-game collapse perk. So, I mean, you can make it, like after the exit gate, gets powered, this perk becomes activated type thing. But the reason I'm being so harsh on it is because it says nowhere here. After the exit gates are powered, this happens. And as you know, I go off of everything literally as it's set in front of me. The easiest way to give anything an open and honest review so you're not missing anything is just to take everything as literally as possible. If somebody's joking and, their online post and all of that, and they say, I hate, I don't know, I hate pencils or something like that. And one of their sponsors is somebody that, has pencils, even though they're joking, if they're an influence to a large amount of people, you could literally hurt that industry. Say pens are better, pencils suck, or something like that. You could literally hurt that industry if you have a large amount of followers or anything like that. So it's like you have to keep them, held to a certain esteem. This is bad. There's a perk that Bill has. I think it's like Left Behind or something like that. If you go within a decent amount of the hatch, I think it's pretty huge, like 8 or 16 meters. Somewhere around there. If you go within X amount of meters from the hatch, you can see its aura. Or you can do the smart thing and just bring a goddamn key that can open the hatch. Fuck all of this looking in the killer's direction, hatch spawning up, and all of this other bullshit that bypasses items and mechanics in the game. There's a reason why they stopped it to where the hatch popped up like that. Because whole teams were just running keys and escaping and getting basic rank ups. Survive with friends, that's 4 people that you can get into a lobby, which means 4 fucking people that are running keys at one particular time. If you sacrifice, one person and they do 4 generators, they can get the key and they can get out. If there's 2 people left and they do 3 generators, which I mean is easy to do, which is why they changed it. If you're a gen rush team while the killer's dealing with 1 person, you got 3 gens done immediately. If the killer's not, bailing chases and that person's just running them fucking ragged. But I mean, it's guaranteed basically 2 unless the killer has very good gen pressure. So you down somebody, get all of that out of the way and all of that, and you got 2 gens already done. So worst case scenario, they're going to get another gen done. That's 3 gens down, which means 2 people that are left in the trial are probably going to find the hatch and escape. Because there's nothing you can really do about it, especially when this perk comes into play. Because it doesn't matter whether or not they find the hatch before you or in all of this race type bullshit that they're talking about. You would run this perk specifically with a key. So you would see where the hatch is. The killer would close the hatch and all of that, go about doing what he's doing, starting the endgame collapse. And then everybody else would just walk over that bitch with the fucking key and then and hop in that bitch. Again, trying to incorporate a perk thinking about some random shit. Whatever this person was thinking about, something about the official soundtrack or whatever. They failed to understand and realize the main problem that's going to stem from this. Let's see. I felt it was alright to be lenient with how tempered it would be considering Hatch doesn't give MMR to a survivor. Hatch will derank you, is what you're not understanding. If you jump in that hatch, you're going to derank if you haven't done enough. That's why hatch really ain't that important. Yes, it counts as an escape and all of that, but you're literally going to derank if you go for that hatch. If you're the last person alive, The hatch pops open. It is what it is. Things play. The perk that I left or left behind or whatever the hell it's called can be used and be more effective than that particular perk. Because the killer moves faster than a survivor does. So if you look at that killer, you're giving them the advantage to closing that hatch before you can get to it at the end game. There's 2 survivors left, and somehow all the gens are done and everything like that, and this perk is up. I mean, you're just asking for failure, honestly. Because you have to have 2 survivors left bare minimum for this perk to even have any type of positive effect, making the hatch spawn up. But if there are 2 left and the hatch is there, then the killer knows that they don't have to worry about the hatch anymore. That hatch gets closed and neither of the survivors escape. Or even if one survivor escapes, that other survivor's kind of fucked. Instead of working together to get out, now you guys just kind of one abandons the other person and the other person gets their cheeks clapped. Not a good part. Long story short, let's skip that one for now. Um, is this even Meg? Is that dirt or a tattoo? I guess that's dirt. I know what this is. This is from Sword Art Online. This is Kirito's robe and all of that. Yes. Um, Sword Art Online. Oops. Kirito. That's what this is. You look back, it's got the little things in it, things like that. It's got these coming off the side. There's like suspenders. Well, suspenders that don't go anywhere. It looks exactly like his. He just doesn't like, the school uniforms, things like that, but his. The only thing hers don't have is instead of hers having the belt straps to go, or like Kirito's having the straps to go around, her straps are on her pants. And they go left and right here, as opposed to being incorporated into the actual coat, as you can see here and here. And then all of his stuff's on the outside, where hers is on the inside. You're not even going to be able to see basically on the inside of that, so that probably won't even be added. But yeah, that's basically Kirito's cape from Sword Art Online. So, whoops. Ivory, I am not looking at any of your stuff that you post. You done had plenty of chances and you done messed it up every time. This is from 2019. So we just skip on by. Somebody's digging things up from the past. Probably looking for inspiration or something, or they just went up to the top and they searched for it. You can search for particular concepts up here, and it'll search everything in this form for it. Give me a moment. All right. Winch Raider, Blighted Freddy, couple of things here or there. Oh, okay, dang. Alright, I'm starting up Steam to start up Dead by Daylight. I figure I'd play a couple of games. I mean, I've only been an hour and a half worth of streaming, and I haven't did a Dead by Daylight review in a while. So, let's play some Dead by Daylight. Damn, Dead by Daylight's not even my key. Not even in my quick launch anymore. Dead by Daylight in VR. Oh my. That would be atrocious. It already has lag issues. It'd be a very good concept of playing Dead by Daylight in VR, having, your killer weapon and all of that, and having your power on your other VR stick. Chasing survivors, bolting windows, things like that, and while continuing. But, or being chased and being a survivor, bolting shit, slamming pallets, and all of that. But, when it comes to the minute actions, VR hasn't developed itself enough to be able to give you seamless control over your VR character. And that's an issue. They have the things like the suction, like if you get close to it, it'll suction your character to a specific item. But there's nothing that gives you seamless control. Like if I wanted to grab something particular. Classic example is we use it as a mental health example, but I'll use it as a classic example. You should be able to separate different color Skittles from a jar into another jar. And it shouldn't be any harder than it is in actual real life. But I mean, in real life, you can see everything, you can gauge everything because you've been living that life. So unless they make everything one to one in VR to real life, to where it feels like you're still in real life, aka instead of creating a screen that you are just looking into to get a VR experience and trying to make things line up. Pot of gold. Might grab that real quick. But instead of having that screen and all that, they can use like the Oculus's pass-through environment and kind of portray things. Like I want a blend of pass-through and real life. To where when you look through it, you still see the in-game things and all of that, and but it's portrayed in like an in real life thing. Like looking through glasses, for example. If you take off your glasses, depending on if you're farsighted or nearsighted, the objects are going to look either closer or farther than they are to you. Putting on your glasses, the image of the object changes. When you first get glasses, it can be disorienting, but once you know your vision's corrected and all of that, you learn how to see and how to adapt from that. VR needs to make things like putting on glasses. So once you learn how to adapt to wearing glasses, you can easily continue to push forward and get the. I'm busy trying to get this stuff real quick. Let me block that just in case. More Rocket League. There. But once you get used to being in VR, you understand, the limitations and all of that. You can even learn how to actually do everything almost flawlessly and not have any problems with it. I don't play FIFA. Sorry. RuneScape, in-game content. 5 times knowledge bombs, and you know what? Sure. I'll add to link my game account. Where was it? There's something for Dead by Daylight. Focus on the Dead by Daylight. There it is. Pot of Gold Charm. This will give me a code, which is great. Copy said code, which I'm glad. I mean, nobody's watching the stream at this moment, so I'm kind of fine, but still. Also, my graphics card feels like it's about to fucking blow up at any point in time. I see Oatstar was on right now. Probably the worst time to stream. Oh well. As like my biggest fear is to stream while somebody else is doing Dead by Daylight. And them to like raid me or some shit to be nice. Because I would absolutely positively hate that shit. Why? Because like I've always stated, this channel is for my entertainment and things like that. And then to have people from the outside world popping into this and being like, oh, let's see how good you play Dead by Daylight and all that. I'm like, ah, fuck. I hate being a host. Anybody that knows me, I hate hosting shit. Alright, I can't open back up my fucking... Like, actually open up OBS. You're driving me up the fucking wall. Is this shit full screen? You're not supposed to be full screen. It is full screen. Oh, no, they don't even have window borderless. Your game's pissing me off, behavior. Walk out of there with that. You know what? If it records it, it records it. If it don't record it, oh well. I tried to record some Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind trying to set this fucking game up. Because OBS ain't working like it's supposed to be working. So, if this don't record and I'm playing games by myself, I apologize, but I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Why? Why are you not working? Brother. You know what? I got a fix for your bitch ass, Dead by Daylight. That's all good. It's called, I'm exiting this shit. Go fuck yourself. Nobody likes you. Oh. That's one of the most annoying things that I've had to deal with for a while. Start Dead by Daylight. Try to play through Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight don't want to work. Try to go in the OBS. Dead by Daylight kept full screening over OBS. The first time I've ever had that issue. Very annoying. There we go. That's what I wanted you to do the first time. Now we're good. I shouldn't have had to restart you, but I guess it is what it is. Alright. Oh yeah, they did the Ghostface PTB. Did they keep the things they implemented? They did keep some of the things they implemented. I am not familiar with my build, and this is an entire party of Survive with Friends, probably. They're probably gonna swap into, like, items or some bullshit. So I'm probably not gonna take this match very seriously. Hmm. Do I run Franklin's? I don't need Bitter Murmur. Fuck, I don't know. Nope. No item switches or swaps. I'm surprised. That seemed prime situation for everybody to swap into a particular item or something. I really wanted to throw on NOAD. I really did. Because it would make cleaning up very easy. But I didn't want to be that guy. I know if I threw on NOAD, this would be done deal. Unless it's Haddonfield. Haddonfield and their goddamn basically infinite loops that they created just piss me off. Some of it's because I don't know the map and all of that and ways to get around some of them. Some of them are just broken ass loops. Like the one I played that other day, where they could just literally see me coming up the stairs and hop that window. It's like, what the fuck do you do against that? Because if I go out to the balcony and all of that, they're just going to run out the back way and go in. If I run down the stairs and all of that, they're just going to wait and see which way I'm going and go the opposite way. Well, that's unfortunate. First thing you always want to do in this map is go to this door over here and kick it. If you don't do that basic step, you're asking for trouble. Also, why do I have 2 hex totems? What? What the fuck? Why do I have 2 hex totems? Starstruck, Franklin's Demise, Fearmonger, and Haunted Grounds. Is Franklin's Demise a hex? Somebody cheating. I gotta check this. Remind me to check and see what's going on with that particular situation. Hmm. Oh yeah, the fucking stalking status effect goes down now. It's not even worth 100%ing. Oh, this is annoying. I think I might stop playing Ghostface because the stock goes down now. There's no point of even stalking people. Nice dodge. I tried to get around that branch. I don't know. Hello there, Dwight. Did he get starstruck from that? Yes, he did. Aren't you starstruck? Aren't you starstruck? I see you. Why I took out these doors, by the way. If he throws pallets down early, she's starstruck. If not, she isn't. Good dodge. You don't get to. Hmm. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, you're a real panicker, huh? I broke that pallet, by the way. Ooh, I'm rusty. You ain't making that window. Fuck out of here. What the fuck? Why did my shit turn there? Starstruck value. That was me clicking the wrong button, by the way. I hit my shroud instead of the open. Hello, Missy. Now, will I get starstruck value out of this? I do. That means you're here. My lord. My sensitivity feels too high. Okay. A great sacrifice? He's in that locker. Not that one. Nope, she didn't even go for a power struggle. Or not power struggle, a head-on rush. I should camp her out right now to get to the second stage, but I don't care. I'm just getting back in the swing of things. I'm not even really patrolling gens, really. This match, it's easy to get a 3-gen situation and push off of that. I just don't care. They like to sit under the hook and heal, though. Nope, they did not. Hmm. Man, that fucking where they hold run to get up faster is annoying. You can't get gen pulls anymore. So what I've just witnessed here is that I'm wasting my time going after this Dwight. He's literally not good at the game. I should have just let him run away. I could have dealt with him later on. Again, me taking Franklin's instead of Noad here. It's gonna be the ball buster. You have Fearmonger. You can't Deadheart. Oh, the fucking books, dude! Yeah, enough 360s, brothers. I'm starting to get back in the swing of things. I've given you more than enough time for you guys, basically, to do these last 2 gens. Why aren't they done? I got a decent setup on the exit gates. I don't remember who the fuck that hook was, by the way. I figured they would push through and do the generator instead of healing, though. So I know if I go somewhere around this way. Also, should probably turn my sound up, because I can't hear shit. They haven't touched a single gen on this side. What the fuck? Alright, well, they're running back to that other generator. They really haven't touched a single generator on that side of the map, though. And they're letting that shit regress. I'm tired of your shit. Welcome to Starstruck. Ooh. Are they just throwing this match? Why aren't they doing gins all the way? Well, you're done. That's starstruck value for you. I thought she was going to have balanced landing, and I was like, no! And then she didn't, and I was like, oh. You gonna save your dude? Power struggle? Nope. Isn't the power struggle her perk? I thought they were supposed to be like 4 seconds or some shit. They literally threw and gave me this. What in the actual fuck? There's no way I win this. There's no fucking way I just won this. Y'all fucking suck. The new MMR system's fucking... I guess it's good, because I'm technically Ash, because it's new season. But it's actually fucking just absolute fucking dog shit bad in Ash. As it should be. Oh my god, how did they throw that? How do you throw that? What happened? I got +2 for the head and 3 iridescent medals. Oh my. No. I wasn't even running a good perk build. Oh no. There was a guy that was there that actually knew what he was doing too. That is sad. I shouldn't have won that. They should have gotten out with 3 people there, by the way. I don't know what happened, what they did. But that is a throw and a half. Why is my sensitivity so goddamn high? Like I didn't have proper perks. My sensitivity's way too high. For whatever reason. Like I can't even select the things, it's so high. Overwhelming presence is the only thing left. Alright, well. What is this sensitivity? I've been asking them for fucking years to turn the sensitivity down in this fucking game. They turned this shit fucking up. It'd be fine if I was playing keyboard and mouse, but on controller, this is fucking ridiculous. What did that say? Oh. Wait. Oh, did they actually go back in and fix fucking Haddonfield's piece of shit? Infinite loops that they created. That map will probably never be designed 100% correctly. I want to leave 1 here, because if I do pick up any new perks in the future, I want to have the ability to instantly grab 1. You should always, after you're ranked up to your final, leave 2 perks, because when I grab 1, the entity's going to grab another one. You should always leave 2 open like this. So, if you do buy another perk from the shop, you can just immediately grab this. It'd cost me 3,000. And then I can go ahead and put time, or get a full slate and another thing that I can add to that perk immediately. If not, you have to do an entire blood web tree before you can get to doing that. It's a bad idea. Especially if blood points are scarce for you. For me, they aren't really. For a lot of people, they aren't really. They just stay at 1,000,000 and they don't worry about it because they have everything. I don't like wasting resources, so I try to get myself down to like 800,000. Do you have any perks you can pick up? You do not. I thought you had perks I could pick up. What build am I running?
That's right. That's me, baby.
The no scream build. I'm gonna run a healing build. Fuck it, I'll run flip-flop. And then I want to run deception. Deception, dead hard, healing. I don't like flip-flop with this build. I don't really like anything with this build. Tell you what, give me urban evasion. Evasion, not invasion. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh. Where are you sending us? Is that Crotus? No, that's Osmond. Ormond. So we're going to the snow map for those of you who don't know what Ormond is. Gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed to have to play this map as the first map of the day as survivors. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, it is a decent map if you're not being tunneled specifically. It's a decent map, and the game can go either way. Generally, one survivor's gonna escape on Ormond, though, unless you, like, try your actual ass off. So be happy with a 3-piece on Ormond. 4-piece if survivors fuck up. But I mean, if you're up against some crafty-ass survivors that know what they're doing, you should be happy with a 3-piece here. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. This is Ash, so they're probably going to get a 4-piece here. Don't expect me to pull off anything crazy. If my team's ass, that's just the end of it. Plus, I'm rusty. I'm going to be expecting either a Legion or a Ghost face. Okay. Yep, you ran out of time. She's in this loop, so I can't even use that loop. Ah, hit the rock. Ah, hit the rock. My sensitivity's too fucking high, by the way. He hears me, but he can't see me. Use your power. Use your power. Oh, come on. I hit that shit way earlier. That's fine. Is there just no fixing the sensitivity? Like, goddamn. Like, 30 might be fun. God, I don't feel like it's out of my control anymore. You know I can mend you faster than you mend yourself, right? But oh well. We only got one gen done, by the way. Remember when I said if my team's ass, you can be expecting a 4-piece? Motherfucker managed to injure every single one of us. Chick that pulled me off the thing never fucking healed me. She's probably over there about to boon a totem or something stupid instead of getting that immediate heal. And nobody else is doing gens. You two can work on that. I'm gonna go do another gen somewhere else. Pick up a totem if I see it. I'm not familiar with this map's totems, unfortunately. You don't see me here, right? He does not check field. Keep running off like a fucking idiot instead of letting me heal you. I'm not saving you again. You're doing this shit to yourself. Next time you get hooked, you're on your fucking own. I will not grab you. I have no respect and no love for people that run away from me when I'm trying to heal them. Exactly, you deserve all of that. Now fucking die. On the hook in the game, of course. We only have one gen done. I left both of them to do a gen. What the actual heck is going on? This is a bad team. Legion's not even playing that well because he should have rushed immediately over here to check this gen. This guy is going for a super quick unhook. I shouldn't be able to be seen by Legion from here, so I can stay and work on that. Well, never mind. He's about to run over and just start chaining the fuck out of all of us now. She's getting farmed. She'll be going down and being sacrificed soon. That's why you don't go for immediate unhook, especially on a fast killer. And there she goes. I don't feel bad for her, because she wouldn't let me heal her either time, so she went down in one hit. You deserve everything that went or happened to you that time. Not that hard. Just heal. Healing gives you another hit. All it takes. We should have been done. This should be the last gen that I'm working on right now. I left both of them with another gen. Where's that Ash? What is he doing? Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking morons. Oh, he seen me running. That's fun. And their gen's fucking gone. Oh. Fucking hate my teammates, dude. Fucking absolute morons. What a waste of an easy fucking victory, dude. And I guarantee you nobody's gonna go back over to that gen. What was that? Excuse me? Are you cheating, sir? I think you're cheating. What was that little stagger or stutter that he did there then after he came after me? Kinda sus. You're not kidding me with that latency bullshit. I've already learned it. He hopped this. He hadn't taken out that. Holy shit! I didn't know there was another door there. Didn't hit me, but sure. Actually scared the absolute shit out of me there. I forgot that door was there. I thought the door was closed, though. Interesting. Y'all still haven't finished that fucking gym. Actually, you know what? Just take me. I'd rather go to another game. It's all good. Don't even come rescue me, brother. I've done enough to at least not pip down. I'll take it. Go to the next game. Well, new MMR system, I guess, is working great because people in Ash fucking suck. Pinecone's dumbass that don't ever want to fucking get healed. Other teammates dumbasses that don't want to do anything. Yeah, I got the safety pep. I'll take that loss of fucking rank up there +1 to get out of that match faster. Oh boy. Alright. Urban Evasion, Deception, Dead Hard, and Inner Healing. I can actually finish my build. And run that. What is sad about that is that Legion wasn't playing that good. The fact that none of the other survivors did any fucking gens, and when they were doing gens, they were following each other around doing the same gens, is what made that shit just... Ooh. I don't want inner healing. Honestly, if they're gonna take their sweet ass time, I'm just gonna run healthcare. This increases the efficiency of healing items self-care, or self-heal, 20%. Syringe takes 15 or 16 seconds to activate, same as the amount of healing. It'll do it a fifth faster. I mean, it's like only like 3 seconds. But, well, 3 and some change. But that's good enough when you're being chased and all of that. That's essentially as amount as a pallet stun in break. Or for them to walk around the pallet. I didn't have a Stipic agent or I would have ran them both together. Alright. The only thing I expect out of my teammates is to play basic Dead by Daylight. Basic Dead by Daylight only has 3 rules. Your main rules. Do generators. If you pull somebody off the hook and the killer's not around, heal. And then don't do any type of crazy ass fucking trades or anything when the killer's standing right next to you. If you're dog shit at the game and you don't do any of those 3 things, you're basically aight. You should at least be able to get out of Ash and all of that. Just don't trade your life away. Do gens. If you don't know what to do, Do a goddamn generator. I'm skipping that first generator because that's probably where they're gonna go. The nurse. It should be an Ash nurse, goddammit. That's some all bullshit. Oh, I thought she had 3 blinks. I was like, I'm in danger. That's unfortunate. Floppy dummy tech. Really? How the fuck did you manage to perfectly predict where I was going? Because I was heading upwards in that shit. Excuse me? Run that by me again, sir. Because I was on my way running up to the top of that shit. And she teleported in and swung immediately through that shit. You had better be an iridescent nurse, sir. Or I'm calling bullshit. Okay. I'll not be a nuisance here. Interesting is all I can say. You better be a fucking iridescent nurse is all I gotta say, and the MMR system better be fucking broken with these spot-on blinks that you have. Look at that. Fucking spot-on blinks non-stop. If I see fucking Ash under your name, I'm fucking reporting that shit. Ain't no fucking way a beginner that's Ash is gonna be getting spot-on blinks like that. And they're not playing like somebody who's adept at nurse. They're literally blinking and then swinging. They're not even looking to see where they're aiming. They're just blinking and then swinging like they have some sort of fucking, like, aimbot or some shit. What healing? Why would you save the one? What? Why wouldn't you go for the other one? I was gonna pick her up, but fine. Whatever. Don't complete the generator. Don't complete the generator. She knows where we are. That's a nurse's calling thing. I thought she was on the other side of the map. Apparently I was wrong. Alright, well, that's game. The nurse's calling thing makes sense. While we got pegged there. That's fun. I'm fine going down the nurse's calling. But those spot-on blinks to somebody who's an amateur with this particular nurse. I don't know about that. Other person's just gonna go for hatch. I'm just gonna basically get points while I can and hopefully get that safety tip. Claudette, I don't even know why you're here. Because we're both gonna die. I don't know why you're here. We shouldn't run the same way, crazy. We got 1 gen done. Huzzah. Well, 2 gens done, technically. Oh, yes, Pop. That's fucking disgusting. Why do you keep letting go of the gym randomly? I don't understand that one either. So if this nurse comes over here, I'm dead. There ain't even no point running from her. She's got perfect fucking spot-on blinks. There's nothing you can really do to escape her at this point. We have literally ran into the #1 nurse main in the world. Even when she doesn't know the way that I'm going and she thinks I'm heading up, she still blinks directly where I am and then swings immediately and hits me. Generally, even nurse mains will blink, look to see where you are, and then hit you. Not this one, though. She's so good at the game, she just blinks that shit in and fucking swings as soon as she blinks. Like, look at that! Look at that spot on fucking blink. Okay. Where the fuck? How did you get out of the map? How did you get out of the map? What? You see that? You see that? That's proof that she's cheating. She blinked over there and then curved over to where I was there. I caught you, bitch. It don't matter. But that's proof right there. If you look back in the stream, he blinked outwards through the door and then curved her blink over to where I was. You cannot curve with the nurse. You can only do straight point to point. See if we can pick up some more fucking evidence against this bitch. Who is she on right now? Watch the blinks, how she curves as she's going through. Not straight point to point blinks. She knows where you're at, Claudette. You might as well just fucking move. Told you. Bitch is cheating. How did you know she was there, bro? Ah, missed another curved blink. You can see the trail at the end, though. How she was straight, and then she went around to the right and hit her. That was another curved blink. Don't heal. Well, it don't matter. She knows where you're at regardless, so fuck it, dude. Here she comes. You better have barbecue and chili, nurse, and you better be fucking iridescent. All I got to say. So we're looking for an iridescent nurse. She better have barbecue and chili or some sort of perk that allows her to see where other survivors' locations are. Hexalandine, something like that. If she ain't running anything like that, then that's definitive proof. Ooh, there's the last second blink. Don't run the same way. I don't know about that one. I think that was just bloodstain lag where you seen it go from the left to the right. I didn't get a good look at it because she wasn't actually looking at the nurse who was blinking towards her. So I have no idea. We'll see. If you're iridescent and you get barbecue and chili or something to identify us, and nurse is calling, obviously, I will give you a GG. But if not, What are we looking at? Silver 1. No barbecue and chili. Hmm. Hmm. Nah. You can't curve blinks, mate. It's all good, though. Keep at it. Like I said, the report's not gonna do anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and send that shit anyway. Exploits. Curving blinks. ESP of some sort. Not gonna matter, and I don't have the patience to pull something from my stream to actually look at it. Silver 1. The nurse is calling where we got fucked up that one time. Again, good blinks, good readings, we were healing and all of that. It is what it is. Bitter murmur. We only finished one generator, so how the hell was she able to find all of us like that and blink directly to us? It's not like she was roaming around and found us and then blinked to us. No. We were hiding and behind shit and doing other things, and she blinked directly to us and got the hit immediately. There was no blink and then find out where you are, look around and hit. No, they were blinking and then immediately hitting. Blink, hit. Blink, hit. Not blink, look, and hit. Because there should be a little split-second decision for you to actually see where you're aiming at. No, no, no. They were blinking and hitting as soon as they came out of their blink. This shit only activated one time throughout the course of that match. Pop goes the weasel. Obviously, I called out she had pop because my generator went down so much that I was working on. Agitation. She never even really used agitation. Again, every killer that carries a survivor in Dead by Daylight has 4.6 meters per second speed. Oh, and by the way, Nurse is slower than survivors. She moves at like 3.8 meters per second. But that nurse was able to just float around and catch up to all of us without bloodlust, by the way, and down us. That questionable blink where I walked up the ramp while I was looking at her, and as soon as I broke eyesight and then I jumped out, it would be different if they meant to blink up top, blinked over there, seen me and hit me, but no. She blinked straight through that bitch and immediately slapped afterwards like she just knew where I was at. Nah, bruh. You know's a cheater when you see the cheater. That's not it, Chief. Then when I called them out, the only thing they said in exchange with that was, okay. Okay. You put GG's at the end. I call you out and all you say is, okay. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Alright. Let's try this again. With less bullshit. Let's spend some blood points, why not? Now, I'm not saying that I played a flawless game and deserved that victory, because obviously I made two mistakes that ended up in my down there. However, that person should definitely not be using external sources to help them play the game. And the sad thing about it is, because people are fucking showing that shit off and talking about that shit nowadays, most people have that shit in their basic kit. But I'm also like, what's the point in cheating in a game like Dead by Daylight? It's not that hard to get up and rank Dead by Daylight wise because it's based off score. I could see somebody cheating in Rocket League because the hard resets and all that shit when you spent months and months and months building up. I could see somebody cheating in Rocket League and saying, fuck it, I'm going up to GC or I'm going up to, well, GC if you're stuck in Champ or going from Diamond 3 to Champ if you're stuck in that purgatory. I could understand that shit. Cheating to get through those humps that you feel like you're stuck in. Especially with all the resets and shit Rocket League does. Makes sense. Dead by Daylight, literally, is so easy as fuck to rank up in. And I'm just like, why? What's the point of cheating in Dead by Daylight? Like, I honestly want to talk to somebody who cheats. What the fuck? Oh, it's a hook. I thought there was a fucking zombie stuck up there. But I honestly want to talk to somebody who cheats in Dead by Daylight, and I want to know their thought process. Didn't think I made that. I can't see. Oh! I actually could have clapped my cheeks there. He's gonna go to the window and charge one up. Yup. I'm stuck. She'll wait for that hook to come back. It won't stay gone for long. Why would you waste Kill Shack pallet, brother? No! What is wrong with you? Oh. What a fucking waste of a pallet. Stop it. I don't have dead hard. I don't have my dead hard. He wasted Kill Shack pallet to save me there. I really didn't want that save, to be honest with you. So I said, Huntress is not a camping type killer. She has to get out there and she has to keep pressuring people. As we learned the other day, her lullaby is like 40-something meters. So you're going to hear that lullaby for a while. Ah, she's going to feel that pressure. T-popping? That person's good as gone. Yet they're still running in the direction that I'm in. There you go. Turn off. Because like, if you don't heal me, I'll just stay down here in self-care. Never thought I'd run self-care on another build. Also, we're in Kill Shack loop. So even if she does come back, somebody just runs the loop while the other person goes away. I wish this pallet was still here, though. Well, okay. Fearmonger. Okay. Funny how that went when I was trying to let go of that shit. I can't afford to lose my dead horde right there. Why would you just stand there and take the hatchet? Don't waste it. Stop moving and recover. He'll probably come back to this hook so I can save his dumbass. In the meantime, when I get halfway done, I'll know he'll be done recovering. Aww. There's no way she has nurses calling, right? That would be some shit. That'd be some crazy shit if she had nurses calling. What an interesting build. You were smart, you'd camp my ass out. What is the easiest thing to do to catch back up is get rid of somebody. But, you know, if they all just run into the abyss and show scratch marks everywhere, might as well go for those. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. There's only one Jinn left. Just let me fucking die. Is that Markiplier? What? I'm bad. I didn't even try to hit that skill check, by the way. Nah, I'm just gonna take my death like a man. Fuck it, dude. If you don't come over here, we get this Jinn. You wanna camp him? So be it. I'm finishing this shit. Why am I self-caring? I thought I was working on the Jinn. I legitimately thought I was working on that fucking Jinn. And I was self-caring. Why does this controller just release R1 randomly? Still, if she don't come over here, we get this Jinn. Man, I must seem like an asshole to my teammate sitting in front of a Jinn self-caring when she's been trying to heal me. That's a despicable thing to do. I wasn't paying attention. Did Noad pop? She hooked him on the other side of the fucking map. Got a minute to get there. Did you really open up that fucking... Oh. 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 I should leave him to die at this point. Because even if I get him off, if the rest don't try to come with the save, she's just gonna rehook him and activate Blood Warden if she has it. I can't believe they just opened up that fucking... Oh, I'm so mad. Be safe. I'll take chase. That's about all I can do for you. Stop sandbagging me. If you want to cover me, fine. Woo. 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 You had one job. You had one job. One job. I trusted you and didn't look back because you were behind me. You had one job. I'm so butthurt. They had one job. I went all the way around that mop. Got lucky a couple times, to be fair, but made it all the way over there. He was running behind me, so I was like, fuck it. I trust her. She'll take the hit for me. Fucking doesn't take the hit. Did he not escape? That was an interesting thing. No, I just got unfucking lucky when she found me that one time. Fair enough. Now that feels bad. If I would have just stuck to my own knowledge and ran between the trees and shit like I originally planned to, I'd escape there. Relying on teammates, it bites me in my ass more time than it actually helps me. In this game and Rocket League. What do I want to run? Honestly, renewal would be the play. Since I am actively unhooking people and healing people and all of that shit. This, when you've healed another survivor within the equivalent of one health state, next time you're unhooked, you get the Birkin status effect for 20 seconds, then you get healed back to health. Healthy. This perk literally made for dumbasses that want to pull you off the hook and then not fucking heal you. And it's a shame that I have to run a perk like that in order to ensure my own health. Again, I am not doing this for altruism reasons. You can't be altruistic when you're doing things for yourself. Wow, this dude put diesel gas into his automobile. Well, as long as you didn't fucking start that shit up, you're fine, because you can just drain the shit out of the gas tank. If not, you have to wait for that shit to drain back out of your engine back down, and then replace that shit. Or, you can run a fuck ton of fucking octane booster and shit, trying to burn it out that way, but then you ain't got strong enough plugs and the right amount of balance for that shit. It fouls your plugs. And can possibly hydrolock your motor. You don't want liquid going into random places on your engine, especially a thicker liquid. That's Slinger. Shoots? He doesn't shoot. He shoots? He doesn't shoot. He missed. I didn't even need to waste that. Gotcha, bitch. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit! I thought there was gonna be a pallet. I went to the wrong side. Keep working on the gin. Never mind, it's blocked. Well, okay. This guy doesn't understand that he's not being chased anymore. She fucked up the rescue. Now they're all fucked up. He ran into him. Oh, this is a fucking... And now you're running from across map. Stay where the fuck you are. One, you're a fucking idiot for doing a boon at the beginning of a match. Instead of doing gin. Yeah. Huh? Fuck that. Next time, get in front of the chain instead of just taking the hit. You would have been fine. I don't think that was his dragon chain or whatever the fuck it's called. We'll see if this is Circle of Healing. We got one gin done, by the way. As you've seen, when I was being chased by him, he's not a very good... Well, he doesn't have a lot of experience in the game. Well, you know what? Fucking heal yourself. Whatever. I understand you're wanting to stop that gin from aggression, but your health is more important than the fucking 2% on the gin you're trying to save. Oh, he shouldn't get me. No, that's bullshit. How did he get me there? Should have followed through, big boy. He used his unbreakable as the killer was standing on him. What kind of dumb shit? Or is he picked up by... Nah, he's picked up by his teammate. Alright. I was like, what kind of dumb shit is that? As long as he keeps his ass on the ground, I'm not worried about it. It's when he picks him up, it becomes a problem. Speaking of. He'll come back over to this generator. He doesn't come to this generator. He sees somebody else? I'm metagaming too hard, activating Dead Man Switch and all of that shit. Stop running from me. I'm not following you. Do I really have to say, follow me afterwards, or stay here when I pull somebody off the hook to keep them from running from me? That's a wasted health state, so if she goes back down, wasted time. We're what, 4 hooks in, and we only have 1 gen? Super far behind. 5 hooks. That other person don't get you, you're dead. I ain't coming to pick you up. I'm tired. You dumbass survivors. You got yourself on the hook, taking that hit instead of just breaking his chain. He seen me, didn't he? Yep, he seen me. He shoots. We run in a straight line to try to goad him into shooting. He doesn't shoot. Oh, come on. I thought he checked the wrong locker because his stain turned. So I was leaving. I was too fast. Because I hit the other locker, jumped in the one afterwards. So I was like, he turned to the other locker. He's definitely going to open that shit. Nope, he just looked at it. Oh, they're fucked. Damn. Only you healed. So this is a loss. So I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to focus on getting that, that's fun. I'm going to focus on getting just points. I could care less about the rest. If that bitch would let me heal her, I'd be at full health, or at least recovering from this bullshit. And we'll get altruism points here. Fuck your mend. Fuck the mend. Fuck your mend. Take the fucking heal, bitch. You know, fucked up and wasted all the fucking mend status effect that I had available. Because you tried to mend me. I could have gotten you fucking healed. The fool. By that time. But you were fucking around. How did he miss? Ah, it was a waste of fucking time. Fuck my mend. I pulled you off the hook. Let me heal you, because you're gonna be the one that has to go for his ass. Or not. If I go for this, I'm dead, by the way. Any killer would go back to the hook before picking up here. Exactly. Oh. Oh. Nice. Like I said, if I go for that unhook there, I'm definitely dead. It's gonna happen. Any killer with a brain would have checked the hook before that. You're an uppity one, aren't you, huh? I think I upset him when I ran him earlier. Well, like I said, I want to get to the next game. And I'm not gonna really focus that very hard to try and clutch some shit out and get an escape here. I'm not that interested. Again, only thing I'm going for is safety pit. I'm not ranking down, I do not care. This new MMR system is interesting though. You do get put with the shittiest of survivors, and since killers are scarce, you end up getting killers that are a higher fucking rank and shit quite often. Interesting. Since there's a scarcity of killers, you should definitely give the killer mains and things like that, or killers that do X amount of killer matches, something special, worthwhile, to make people play killer more often. And then the people that do survivor, you should rework the system to try and push some people more towards killer side and not necessarily survivor side. Killers do deserve some sort of buff for having to put up with survivors bullshit. Most games than not. Flashlight would have been funny in that last game. I do find it interesting, though, how I upset him by doing him on that short run, when all we did was complete one generator. Now, I could have easily escaped that last match. I knew that he was going to go over to that other hook, and that's why I met him there. Because of that, because I just wanted to get to the next match. But I mean, I easily could have just stayed on the opposite side of the map and then gotten the wool pull over his eyes that way. Would have went to the other exit gate, the shit would have ended, exit gate would have popped, he would have closed it, I would have 25% teched his ass because the exit gates weren't near each other. And when he went over to the other exit gate, panicking and shit, I would have finished the other exit gate and left. Problem solved. But I'm not motivated to try hard. At least not today. These survivors are rough, boy. Actually, fuck that flashlight. Fuck everything. As long as I'm in this fucking bullshit, you know what? Use a fucking key or some useless shit. There you go. I don't use key in high level lobbies, so a key will be just fine here. I should use the shit that lets you see the aura of the hatch when you're near it. And I should just run keys to just guarantee, well, I don't say guarantee escapes, but to increase my odds of escaping. Because I mean, I can just hide. Wait for the killer to close the hatch and then re-find the hatch. I got 3 minutes to do so, so why not do it that way? Well, I guess it's a little bit less since I'm on my feet. The endgame collapse speeds up or slows down depending on if a survivor's down or not. Wait, we just went after the Dunslinger. And now why do we always spawn together? What are you doing, Dead by Daylight? Like, god damn. What are these spawns? This shit is literally stacked to let the killers, like, free wins in Ash. Because people that spawn together usually stay together. Now I see why a lot of people only play Survive with friends and shit, because doing this shit with the new balanced MMR system makes me fucking hate this game with a passion. Because I think I'm going to get off after this, and I'm not going to return unless my friends are on. Because, I can't handle playing with randoms on this game. That shit's driving me up the fucking wall. Granted, I don't have any friends that are particularly good at Dead by Daylight, but goddamn, they're better than this shit. Come on, bro. Oh, I feel bad for that Bubba. What was that fucking... Oh, my... I don't hear a chainsaw revving. I think he gets the point of, I ain't going down without a fight, Carl. Nope, he never broke this. Goodbye. He followed me, so he probably has bamboozle. Let's check. Nope. He does not have bamboozle. And he's tantruming. Now you know why people run bamboozle with Baba. He is very bad. I can't believe I've done that. Fake. That's fun. You can hold that pallet for a second. I'm running chase for damn near the entire game, and I'm just gonna fucking drop pallets in his face. Y'all motherfuckers better hurry up, that one's done. He still hasn't broken this shit, so I'm just gonna continue this fucking infinite. He's got bloodlust. I need to find a pallet. I need to find a pallet, like, now. This pallet's gone. Yep, I knew I was going to take that hit. You go face camp me? That's fine. It's all you get is me. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're a fucking moron. And then he's about to fucking snowball off of this shit. I'm actually gonna kill myself so this bitch don't try to save me. Crawl away! What are you doing? Don't just lay there. Telling you, brother, these dumbass teammates, all you had to do was just do the fucking gen, get the exit gate set. I knew she was gonna go down as soon as she started running over towards me. It's fucking dumb shit that I'm talking about. I'm fine getting fucking tunneled out. I didn't lose anything from that shit. You know what I'm saying? I lost nothing. I got the safety pip and all of that. Y'all motherfuckers would have just went and done fucking gens and got on the exit gates and shit like that. We could have easily pushed through that. He would have gotten nothing. No rank up. He would have probably lost rank. Because he only would have gotten one down and one hook. Instead, you give him. Probably on his third down right now. Oh, boy. Don't tell me Rocket League's ready to launch. Just launch it. Let's see. Honestly, rename the YouTube video Rocket League 2. Because nothing important happened Dead by Daylight wise. It was a gigantic disappointment. And I don't know what the thought process is to literally run in front of him to the hook, get the chainsaw started, and then get knocked down by said chainsaw. That person was looking at me and looking at him the whole time. They didn't plan an escape route or anything they could do to pull the Bubba. Didn't wait for another teammate to arrive as backup to pull me off the hook while they were being chased. They didn't obviously have borrowed time for me to even attempt to take a hook for them or to get away. So it's like, what the fuck was their plan except for walk over there and go down? If you think you're gonna outrun a fucking Bubba with this chainsaw without any experience or know-how or knowledge in that, it's not gonna happen. She'd been better off. And then, after she went down, she just laid there and healed, and then laid there even longer. It's like, crawl the fuck away and force that Bubba to zone in between me and you, where he can't let you crawl away and escape, but he can't let me get off the hook. Stretch him thin, so he has to make a decision of picking you up and taking you to a hook or letting you crawl away and escape. But instead, she laid there right by me on the hook. And then the third person approached, and I'm like, alright, y'all. Oh, boy. Because I'm like, when it comes down to things like that, it's not inexperience at the game or any of that. This is just a lack of fucking common sense. Don't run into the guy who's a fucking psychopathic killer with a fucking chainsaw. Maybe not do that. You know? It's bad for your health. Why does my shit feel fucking like super sensitive here too? Weird. Oh, what the hell? They're all using that fucking battle bus. That's what it is. They aren't good at using the battle bus either. I was like, what the fuck happened? But okay, I got munched. He thought I was really gonna shoot that from the left side of the ball. Psych! Oh, you bastard! Doink! Now what do you do? They demo. That's what they do. That should have been a goal. Oh my lord. You took the boost, motherfucker. You better get that shit. Okay. How the fuck was that a close one? The fuck? There was nobody there and it was a slow shot on goal. Close one. The actual fuck. What rank did I derank last night, or what actually happened if that's considered a close one? Oink. Nope. Damn, if I had boost, I could have scored that. Well, that's free pass. Well. I didn't think we could possibly lose this, by the way. So I haven't been taking it serious, but I think we might actually lose this. How the fuck did I get demoed there? You're not gonna fit me through that bus, sir. Redirect that shit, or deflect that shit, whichever word you prefer, the ball. But do not try to push it through that big-ass battle bus. You took my boost. Cool. How much pool does that fucking thing have? Holy shit. I hate this. I hate this. Teammate, what the fuck? I was passing it to you, not to go for that shit. What happened? This dumb motherfucker wave dashed in front of a goal. Why not wait for the pass that I was obviously giving you? Why wave dash past the goal and then continue on to do whatever the fuck you're doing? Land. Ooh, nice shot. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit it back to me. I was gonna carry that shit. Well, as long as they're having fun, I suppose. My teammate's throwing. That's cool. Well, you could have ended it there. You done fucked up. Okay, teammate's throwing. Can we just speed this along? Interesting. I can't see. Thanks for the unnecessary demo, teammate. Next time, could you kindly fuck off? I dislike that guy, by the way. He tried to own goal up. I'm not gonna save that. I'll let that go in. I just want it to end. I'll give them a free shot. Stop saving it. Let it go. Make the shot. Get me out of this fucking game. Oh my god. Please, go in. God damn it. I gave you full ball control, brother. Just score it. I'm getting out of here. I'm fucking done. Oh my god. Just never again. You hear me, Rocket League? Never fucking again. Put me in a goddamn lobby like that. I'm so annoyed. Maybe on a scrub Sunday, put me in a lobby like that. The fact that we almost lost because some guy decided he was just gonna do whatever the fuck he wanted to do is wild. Oh, thanks for that lag. Thank God. Yeah. Didn't happen. I don't know how he fell for that fake, but fuck it, we take this. Free jumping. Also, notice that my teammate was in that corner, not actually covering goal. If he would have gotten that, we would have gotten scored on that. Boink. No team plays today. Fine, I'll just shoot on target from now on. That's fine. You don't want to score, my team plays. I like going for spade and team plays instead of just scoring the basic Betty shots. Interesting touch. Oh, we got the blocks. There you go. Bang. He got him. Teammate took way too long challenging that. Again, do not wait for the ball to come and tap your car on its head. Move toward that shit. Especially if you got a challenger coming towards you. Funny. Good pass. Fuck you for the precept though. Why would you keep... See, double challenging corners don't ever work out any of the time it happens. I wish they would stop that shit. Why? Just why? Fuck off. Let me handle my shit. Let me handle my position. Leave me the fuck alone. I need your help. I'll ask for your help, or I'll pass the shit to you. Nice shot in. Bang, because he's sitting in the middle of goal. Like his goofy ass. Right in the corner. If he'd have stayed on that corner like he's supposed to, he could have saved that. Now ask me if I'm tilted today. Don't touch that, please. Ow. Wow, I thought he was gonna flick that shit and I was gonna get that easy demo. He kept that shit on the ground like a boss. tried to read my next touch, so I just did it faster. Good save. I was definitely about to dunk your ass. Ooh, I wish you would have panicked with that. Yeah, shut up, teammate. Like I said, they don't want to go for team play, so I'll just shoot that shit directly instead of bouncing it off wall. I prefer team plays in threes, but fuck it, dude. When you got teammates that aren't really doing much for you, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Interesting. You still don't score that. Both of these games have me annoyed. I should play Forts or something. What the fuck kind of a landing jump was that? I've definitely do rank though. I'm not playing with any of the people that I generally play with. Give me the laser. Yeah, alright, bro? To be fair, he's not moving. Don't know how you guys didn't know that he wasn't moving, but it happens, I guess. Move. I could have got that cleaner right behind him if I would have just waited and used proper angle there. Need you to move out of the way, teammate. You're in the way, teammate. You're in the way. Okay, we're leaving gold to leave that shit open. Cool. Okay, brother. And he's still in the way. Still in the fucking way. Time I tried to pass it to you, guess what? You're not in the proper position to cover. God damn it! I went around that side because it was open. And he still takes it from me. In the fucking way. That's a problem. Oh, tried to get a touch. I went early because I didn't want to be part of that 1v3 my teammates put me in. So I said, fuck it and just went. Oink! Nice. They're faster than we are getting back, by the way. Good touch. Oh, well, that's not a pass at all. He cleared it for us. Couldn't send that forward because I had a dumbass teammate too far up and the other teammate was behind me somewhere. Nobody to pass to. They had a full defensive setup. There's no way in hell I was going to get by them. Yeah, he passed it. And he gets those. Whoops. I mean, you hear, I jumped as I was trying to flip for that shit. Damn. He fucked himself up going high, though, because the only thing he could do is pass off that wall. I was like a second too fast. I'm always too fast when it comes to shit like that. Nope. He's gonna grab that from you because you're a fucking idiot. You're too late jumping up there. No, sir. That was not a good game. You know what? Let's play a fucking ranked champ one match. Why not? This day's already been disappointing enough. Why not go all the way and be completely disappointed? Turn off your bolt cam. Boink! Amazing. Oh boy. I can tell I'm tilted as fuck. Not even paying attention to where the ball's going, just touching that shit. Playing this shit like a GC1. Sloppy as fuck. He didn't aim for goal. That's a shame. Don't have boost to follow him. Well, he caught it anyway. Didn't should let him hit that. That's fine. Alrighty then. We take those. It is a very fucked up double commit. Definitely shouldn't have jumped into your other teammate that went for that shit. You should have sent it another direction. Nice. Thanks for the bump. That was a terrible touch, but we play those. As long as it's on target, dude. I can't get mad about it. He fucking, god damn it. Why are teammates gotta be so fucking bad, dude? Jesus Christ. What in your mind thought to get in the way of that fucking play? You shouldn't be sitting under me, young man. You should have already been back. How did I manage to make a shot or a pass and get back before you? Turn teammate, turn teammate, turn teammate, turn teammate. The whole plan consisted on you turning and scoring that. Heck then. Never mind, he didn't go for that shot. He definitely had me beat. Yeah, they pinched it. Oh well. Both of them slowed themselves down bumping me. If this guy wasn't an idiot trying to air dribble and shit, we could have easily, I missed the bump, scored that during that breakaway. You ready? No, you don't go for those? Alright. That's an own goal. Did it again when I tried to front flip that. It just jumped. I'll just clear it to the side. He could have scored that. Too busy getting boost and doing dumb shit. Why did you go up for it to follow it if you couldn't fucking score it? Somebody else could have fucking planned for that shit. That's him. What a play indeed. If he would have let me get the ball control that I was looking for at the beginning there instead of hitting the shit away from me, I wouldn't have had to think about that as hard as to how to get myself out of the mess that he fucking put me into. He smoke screened himself. What you get for demoing your smoking screen, the smoking screen. And he slowed himself down. Okay. That's a pass. If they were faster, they would be getting these shots on us. We're barely, like, pixels picking these up. For him cutting right there made his teammates back off is why I didn't challenge that, by the way. I knew he was going to do that shit, but if he challenged from the side, his teammates would naturally fake off the ball if he's going for it again, instead of pushing forward, because that's what this rank does.
read that too. I just didn't get high enough. That might be a goal. Nope. He fucked up his touch. Shoot it. Just shoot it. That's not a shot. That's a pass to the side. All we're looking for is time wasting here. Not at all. That was one of the shittiest fucking matches I've played today. You shouldn't be having to make all of these last second saves like that. If you played better and didn't put yourselves in that position, you wouldn't have to worry about it. You positioned yourself and went after shit when you had time to go for that shit, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But instead, again, you're just driving off doing whatever the fuck you want to do, and when something happens and catches your attention, like you have ADD or some shit, then you decide, oh, I need to make action now. But when you get up past Champ 1 and all of that, and your reactionary skills don't fucking matter, because people are going to be on you, then you fuck. Because you ain't going to be fast enough. Stop. Could I have saved that? Absolutely. Because as soon as he put that shit like that on his foot, I knew he was flicking it. Did I care to save it? Nah, not really. Now, if he would have faked it in, he'd have had my ass. But it was too obvious that he was flicking it. Again, that's all he does. Wow. Okay. You're in trouble. He went over to get a boost, and he's leaving. He's just there to pick that shit up. He tried to demo me. Ah, I tried to shoot that. I fucked up my angle at the end. I shouldn't have fucking, well, I couldn't have done what I did at the end, obviously. You should turn on this. Thank you. That's what I was waiting on. It pulls you out of the equation. I didn't get that bump, huh? And it's gone. Nah, I think I'm gonna make you guys stay. Whoosh! Nice shot! Oh, my controller just pulled to the side there. You see that? You see that? That's crazy. Look at this shit. Watch my car. You see how that shit pulled to the side? That's my controller doing that shit. That's why I keep fucking doing like crazy shit. Interesting. Is he gonna do it again? Ah, it's straight now. Every day I come closer to sending this shit in for a warranty. But sometimes it works, other times it's like, nah, bruh, I don't feel like it. It could just be dirty. Give me a second, I'm gonna blow this shit out. Maybe that'll help. It feels more responsive. But he's just dirty. Just needs to be cleaned out. I'll have to look at the manual, how to take the little things out and clean it properly later. I'm like, if you missed that, I'm on goal in that shit. Why did I land backwards? Like, my shit pulled to the left there. And it wasn't even my controller, just Rocket League in general pulled my car backwards there. Ah. No. Stop. That was risky as fuck to do, but it worked, so whatever. He thought I was gonna bang it. Now he's all confused. I just broke his fucking mind, not banging that there. When you know they're gonna do a hard clear and you're waiting on it and it doesn't. He was just like, what? 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 Shit like that is what makes the game interesting, when people see shit and people do things that they're not expecting. That's what makes Rocket League interesting. These lobbies are not that. They do exactly what you think they're going to do. Every time. Like that shit. That's what I was waiting on. Now we can vote to forfeit and lose no MMR. There it goes again. You don't want to do it now. You just pulled on me. Oh my lord. Same people. Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. Can't do anything with that. You need to put it back up on the wall to me. Put this behind him. Now he's awkward if he wants to go. Oh, that demo. Helped him out quite a bit. That was actually a smart move on him instead of going back. Teammate, you're slow as shit. That's fun. Good fake. Teammate should be back to get that now. But you see what I mean by obvious? I knew if I pressured him there before he had control, he was going to fake the ball, giving my teammate time to get back. It's like shit like that you can force people to do actions and moves. It's not fun to me. Push this to the left. I knew he was going to be there and go for it. Actually fake that. Like, this game's not fun because people have become predictable. But I mean, it is a basic game, so I mean, you know, you ain't gonna get much variance out of playstyles. But if people just stop playing obviously, it'd be a lot of fun. What makes high-level people or players more valuable, and what makes them seem like they're amazing, because they don't do the shit that's at the same skill level or rank level that you're used to playing. Yeah. I had a perfect flip reset on that too, but that wasn't good enough. See that? Still pushed it through. But how did I know that he was going to shoot it there? Because it's obvious. Get that shit out of here. Yup. was expecting that to hit it wall at least. Hoping they clear that to the left. He was smart. He cleared it to the right. We fake this. Yep. I hate that ramp. You're flipping in front of goal. You're going to be useless to us. Why are you flipping when you're that close to goal? Ah, fucked up my flip. It's going in. Ah, I wanted to side flip and land on that to grab the ball. I side flip and fucking hit the wall and did some stupid shit and slid off. I don't know, I should learn that there's no point in doing any type of specialized flips with a controller that likes to pull to the left and right and do all kinds of other crazy shit. Challenge him. But he don't have full control. You should have easily been able to take that from him. Nah, I shouldn't have expected a pass or anything of the likes there. What the fuck? He got a double pinch. Oh, he didn't jump. Keep letting them challenge. They're just chilling out in center field. There we go. Now we got a double commit for it. Now we challenge. Bang. What we look for. As soon as they start double committing corners, they're giving up goals. Again, it's too fucking predictable what they're going to do. Yeah, sure, thanks. Close. I thought his teammate was gonna fuck him up, so I was gonna sit there. They worked it out though. One more. Like this. You had free ball control there, but now it's to him. This is about to be a real bad dunk. Oh, he missed. Not a pass to me. Oh well. Fake this. We fake it again. Only thing I needed to do there was block towards goal because it was a 2v1 situation. Teammate passed it back to them, not on purpose, but hey, they went back. Fuck it. We take those. I don't know why they backed up. He passed it right to them. They would have stayed where they were. That shit landed like right on top of his hood. Again, if you fake back, you better be prepared to be up against a 3v1 situation and not going for that costed them that goal. And the game. I'm gonna stall it. Never mind. Fuck stalling it. He's going for goals when we shouldn't be going for goals. Alright, I'm done for the day. Yeah, this is not the type of Rocket League or Dead by Daylight I want to play.